Hey guys, Chad back with another YouTube video, and today we are going to rip 2 boxes of 1991 Score hockey in search of the Bobby Orr autographs and insert cards. I have found out a little bit more information, and I will tell you all about that as we go along. So without further ado, I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible because again, we don't really have to go look at every card, but it's pretty obvious when we do rip these that the black cards, the Bobby Orr cards, have black borders, so it should be fairly easy to spot. So I did a little bit more research too as far as the sets go, and there is actually, whoa, hard to rip again. There's actually 3 sets of hockey cards from this season. If you don't count the subsets, there's a couple, like maybe 20 card, 30 card subsets that are available individually, young superstars and things like that. So I'm not counting those. I'm talking about the basic sets. There's a nice Ray Bourque and a Paul Coffey, Mark Messier. Anyway, the ones we're ripping today with there's Cam Neely, a nice purple border, are the American cards. And there is 440 of the cards in the set. So that's pretty much as easy as it gets with the American. 440 cards. It's one series. It's not a lot. Now there is 2 other series that were made for Canada, and tell you all about that as we go through this pack. There is the bilingual version in Canada, and that has specific markings on the back in French. And Rod Langway, who was one of my coaches when I was a youngster for the Canadians there, went to University of New Hampshire, and he was one of my coaches. Anyway, so the bilingual version, there is Series 1 and 2. It's 660 cards. And then there's actually a 3rd set, which was produced also in Canada, and it's called the English version. And it doesn't seem to be a huge difference in the cards themselves, and even with the American version basically has all the superstars. There's a couple nice Gretzky Lady Byng and an Eric Lindros award winner card. So those are the sets, and there's again the bilingual and the English version in Canada have series 1 and 2. So and they're both 660 cards. So that's where those were. And I'm sorry I didn't have that information last time, so I did a little bit more research. So you guys that are into the hockey cards, well, actually, there's a nice Ray Bourque and a Brett Hull, Eric Lindros card. Again, I do like these cards, and they're definitely great cards if you do through the mail. I've seen a bunch of people do through the mail autographs, sending these away to, it's kind of a repeat pack here, sending them away to the hockey players for autographs, and because most of these guys are retired since this was so long ago, 1991, 92. There's a nice Brett Hull Man of the Year card. So on the back of the packs, I read a little bit, and it did say that there is 2 ways to get the Bobby Orr cards, and one of them was a sweepstakes drawing, which ended March 1st of 1992. So obviously that has long passed. And not doable anymore. But the second way is instantly, which is what we're trying to do here. We're trying to instantly open up these boxes and find the cards. And there doesn't seem to be a difference as far as how many were put in American and Canadian releases. They seem to all have the same amount of cards. They kind of just randomly put them in there. As far as the actual numbers go, there's a nice Gretzky. I will read you a little bit of that. Now basically, looking at the Bobby Orr cards online, it normally says out of 2,500 on the back of the card. If we ever find one, I can actually show you, even if it is an autograph, they're basically almost the same type of card. So keep looking for the black borders, and so far nothing. So the odds on in the computer said that it was really undetermined how many were out there, but after I further looked into it, the autographs were one every 55,000 packs. So again, this is a nice set, but it's no wonder that there's so many available, and this was almost the same situation as baseball, right smack dab in the middle of the junk wax era. So since these cards are easy to get, and you can basically buy multiple boxes for $3, $4, $5 a piece, and the problem is that they're heavy, and shipping is usually an issue. That if you get somebody who wants to get rid of the cards, you can get a pretty decent deal on them. And or if you go to shows and find these, obviously you can make you guys offers, and you'll probably do quite well per box. But as I told you, the guy I dealt with last year here in Florida, he took all his wax boxes to another Gretzky, to the Nationals, and he blew them out, and I guess a bunch of people just scooped them up. And they wanted to do their own Bobby Orr hunt. Again, I'm recognizing a lot of the names. And if you want to get an unautographed card, which is, at this point, we'll settle for anything, since this is our third attempt at this and we haven't had any success, you're looking at about one every 260 packs, which is kind of crazy. 36 packs per box. I believe there's 20 boxes per case, so I think there's about 3 or 4 just the regular Bobby Orr card per case. So if you happen to find somebody who has a case of them, that would be your best bet. When you're kind of buying them blindly, you're just taking a kind of a chance. But again, it's still fun to rip through. And again, I apologize for not looking at each and every card. However, I did. Tom Barrasso, played goalie for the Penguins, actually went to high school in, I believe, Acton, Massachusetts. He was a local hero when I lived in Massachusetts. So a lot of people were big supporters of him. So anyway, we're winding down the first box. We have 2 packs left in this box. Steve Casper was a former Bruin. I kind of have a feeling if we do find one, it's going to be pretty obvious. Again, simply because of the borders. So let's slide over and start the second box. And again, I apologize for whipping through these, but without being a live break, I feel like you guys are with me on the hunt. So there's no sense of wasting time going through each and every card, since we've kind of already seen most of these in the past breaks. And again, this is American. The first break I did was American. So I'll be putting sets together of these and passing along some doubles to the friends who do through the mail. And again, these are really great for doing that. Or if you go to any of the shows where some of the former hockey players are now signing autographs, you could take these along. Starting to get a big pile of wrappers here, which is kind of normal. Kind of feel like I'm going fast that I might miss one, but again, I don't think so, because of the color of the card. Getting a lot of duplicates, and again, there's some really great looking cards in here. These all part of the base set, but some of the award winner cards and so forth are really cool looking. And anybody that was anybody in hockey at the time is pretty much in here. And again, the Canadian sets simply are, 220 cards more, so they have basically every player, I feel. But again, there's cards like this and your scoring leaders and so forth, so it's easy to make up a larger set when you have a couple different kind of insert cards in your base set. Really surprised, but then again not, that we haven't got at least one of the cards by now, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that would be an autograph card and worth the wait if we do get one of those. Almost halfway done with the second box, and I know some of you are probably going, oh, you missed that card, but again, we're not going to spend a lot of time since this is basically just a rip and search. And here we come to the halfway point of these two boxes of 1991 Score American hockey cards. Still fun to do. I'm sure I will recoup some of my investment here by selling some sets. There are people that just buy sets of these, again, for the through the mail autograph things. And of course, if any of you are interested in any of these cards, please email me, comment. I will definitely respond to you. I will also pass along a good deal to anyone that is interested in these. I realize hockey is the lesser of the four major sports, but there is still quite an interest. If you want to see some great through the mail autograph returns, check out TTM Autograph, which is TTM Troy's channel here on YouTube. He gets lots of hockey returns, as well as baseball and football, and I think he every now and then has a basketball too, but he is actually pretty good at getting returns and pointing out where you can get the addresses to send away to get the autographs. There's actually some paid sites that you can get that are very reasonable. There's also some free sites that people can get addresses and again send away to maybe the person's home, or if they're coaching a minor league team or professional league, you can send it sometimes to the team at their home arena, and see what you get. It's a nice Joe Sakic on top. If any of you are into hockey and autographs, please check out my eBay listings under Moz 1963. That's MOZ 1963. I do have some hockey autographs on there. I have a lot of, like, maybe 8 or 10 of them that were obtained in person or through the mail. Have basketball on there, have baseball, have a Rod Carew I cannot believe has not sold. It's in a lot, but all of you Hall of Famer chasers, good chance to get a autograph Rod Carew. The football is on there and some decent ones, some older players and so forth. But here we come down to the wire, guys. There's only 2 packs left. Not really feeling good about this one, but I cannot believe it's that hard to pull these darn things. But just like John Javs from The Past is Alive, nice Gretzky, looking for the no name on front Frank Thomas card from 1990 Topps. A lot harder than you think. So anyway, that's it for this one. 2 boxes, and we struck out again. So we're going to keep looking, and please check out my next video, which will be coming probably within a week or so. So have a great day. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time. God bless.